As you step into my cottage garden, notice how the soft gravel underfoot gives a gentle crunch, guiding your pace and easing you into the scene. The borders brim with heirloom blooms and friendly textures, rambling roses, airy grasses, and weathered terracotta, all inviting you to slow down and breathe. If you enjoy this tour, please subscribe, like, and comment with your garden questions. Look closely at how light paints everything. In the morning, petals glow like stained glass. By afternoon, the leaves feel velvety and cool. The garden is designed for comfort, places to sit, paths that feel safe, and details that catch the eye without overwhelming. You'll hear water, see bees, and find calm in simple, thoughtful choices that age beautifully. Throughout today's tour, I'll share effortless charm secrets, how to mix textures, choose forgiving plants, and layer lighting so evenings feel cozy and welcoming. These ideas suit balconies, courtyards, and larger yards alike. If something inspires you, tell me in the comments. Your tips help our Garden Blooms community grow. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment to support the channel. The cottage gate is often the first moment of connection between you and the garden. Mine is a weathered wooden arch, softened with climbing roses and ivy, giving a sense of welcome before you even step inside. The sound of the latch, the scent of flowers, and the view beyond set the tone for everything that follows. Look closely at the details. Wrought iron hinges with a bit of rust, soft moss tucked between stone posts, and lanterns that glow at dusk. These elements whisper of age and care, blending function with charm. Passing through feels less like entering a yard and more like stepping into a storybook scene, where each detail gently unfolds. For seniors especially, this gate offers a sense of safety as well as beauty. It closes firmly behind you, creating a little world apart from the rush of the outside. Here, time slows. You're greeted by birdsong and fragrance, not noise or worry. A small but powerful reminder that gardens can be sanctuaries in every sense. Walking along a gravel path in a cottage garden is one of life's simple pleasures. Each step creates a gentle crunch, a sound that feels grounding and soothing. The path guides you naturally, curving past flower beds and seating areas, making the journey as enjoyable as the destination. The texture underfoot offers stability and comfort, especially important for seniors. Unlike slick stone, gravel gives gentle resistance, making it easier to walk with balance. Light reflects beautifully across the small stones, creating a sparkling effect on sunny days, adding a sense of magic to even the simplest stroll. As evening falls, lanterns or solar lights along the path transform it into a safe and glowing walkway. The warm tones of gravel complement the blooms around it, tying together structure and beauty. It's a reminder that charm often comes from the smallest details, making your garden not just practical but soulful. Few sights are as heartwarming as heirloom roses and peonies in full bloom. Their petals unfold in layers of soft velvet, carrying scents that drift through the air, reminding us of gardens from long ago. These flowers embody timeless charm, grounding the space with beauty that feels both familiar and enduring. The colors tell a story: deep crimson roses beside blush pink peonies, ivory blooms glowing under sunlight, and pale lavender accents softening the edges. Each combination feels like a brushstroke on nature's canvas, filling the garden with warmth and romance. They're not just flowers, they're memories, carried forward through generations. For seniors especially, tending heirloom blooms can be both soothing and rewarding. Their fragrance offers relaxation, their blossoms bring joy, and their presence creates a sense of continuity. Sitting beside them, you feel connected to the past, to nature, and to the beauty of simple pleasures in life. Every cottage garden needs a quiet nook for rest and reflection. Mine is a small tea corner tucked under a climbing rose arch, where a simple bench and a small table invite you to sit. The sound of birds, the fragrance of flowers, and the gentle crunch of gravel underfoot make it a haven for slowing down. The seating blends practicality with charm: wicker chairs softened with floral cushions, a teapot resting nearby, and dappled sunlight filtering through leaves. Seniors especially appreciate this restful space, where joints can relax and the mind finds calm. It's a spot for tea, conversation, or simply soaking in the view of blooming borders. Evenings transform this nook into something magical. Lanterns flicker on the table, shadows dance across petals, and cool breezes carry the scent of lavender. The space feels timeless, as though it belongs equally to today and to memories of long ago, reminding you that gardens are not only for growing but for living. Terracotta pots have a way of making a garden feel timeless. Their warm, earthy tones blend beautifully with cottage blooms, whether holding fragrant lavender, trailing ivy, or cheerful geraniums. Over the years, these containers gather a patina, soft moss, faded edges, that adds layers of charm, turning each pot into a little story of age and care. Placed thoughtfully, rustic containers become anchors in the garden design. A large urn at a path's curve, smaller pots grouped around seating, or a pair flanking the gate, all create rhythm and balance. For seniors, containers offer ease too. They're accessible, manageable, and allow gardening without bending low into borders. As twilight falls, the terracotta surfaces glow warmly under lantern light. Their textures catch the shadows, their shapes echo traditional European courtyards, and the plants within seem to radiate life. These humble containers prove that beauty doesn't need to be complicated, it simply grows with time, care, and a touch of rustic elegance. Vines bring a gentle vertical rhythm to a cottage garden. Arches draped in climbing roses, trellises covered with clematis, or ivy softening stone walls create layers of texture that rise gracefully upward. These green screens add privacy, romance, and structure, guiding your eyes higher while still blending naturally into the garden's flow. The play of light through vines is magical. Sunbeams filtering through leaves, petals dangling overhead like little lanterns. For seniors, these living curtains not only add beauty but also provide shade, softening harsh sunlight and creating cooler corners for rest. They offer a sense of enclosure without closing off the garden completely. In the evening, lanterns hung from trellises or fairy lights twined among branches turn the space into a dreamscape. The vines seem to glow, their leaves shimmering like lace against the night sky. This balance of structure and softness proves that vines are more than decoration. They are the threads that weave charm into the garden's fabric. A water feature, even a small one, transforms a garden with sound as much as sight. The soft trickle of a fountain calms the mind and masks outside noise, creating a sanctuary of peace. In my cottage garden, a stone fountain rests among roses and herbs, its steady rhythm becoming the heartbeat of the space. Visually, the water catches light in 1,000 ways, sparkling under the sun, glowing softly at dusk, or shimmering under lanterns. Its presence feels timeless, like an old-world courtyard tucked into a cozy corner. For seniors, this soothing feature invites you to pause, breathe, and simply enjoy the beauty of the moment. At night, the fountain becomes even more magical. The sound mingles with the evening breeze, the water reflects soft lights, and the garden feels alive in a quiet, intimate way. This simple addition reminds us that tranquility doesn't have to be grand. It can be found in the smallest, most thoughtful touches. There is something magical about stepping into the garden at sunrise. The soft golden light brushes across petals and dew-kissed leaves, making everything shimmer with quiet beauty. In these early hours, the garden feels fresh, peaceful, and full of promise. A moment to savor before the world fully wakes. The warmth of morning light softens textures and colors. Roses glow like stained glass, lavender takes on a silvery sheen, and even gravel paths sparkle gently. For seniors, this is often the best time to stroll. A cool breeze, gentle sunshine, and a slower pace make the experience soothing for both body and spirit. As the sun rises higher, shadows stretch across the garden, creating natural patterns of light and shade. These shifting tones bring the space to life, reminding us that gardens are not static, they change with every moment. Morning light offers a daily gift of renewal, an invitation to pause, breathe, and appreciate the beauty of a new day. As daylight fades, the cottage garden takes on a whole new character. Lanterns glow softly along gravel paths, casting warm pools of light that make the garden feel both safe and inviting. The air cools, fragrances deepen, and the entire space transforms into a cozy retreat for quiet evenings outdoors. Lighting in a garden is about more than practicality. It sets the mood. Soft amber tones highlight roses and ivy, while shadows dance across stone walls and terracotta pots. For seniors, this lighting not only prevents tripping but also adds a sense of reassurance, making it easy to enjoy the garden even after dusk. The magic lies in the atmosphere. A flicker of a candle in a glass lantern, fairy lights twined through vines, or solar stakes glowing along a path, all combine to create a timeless, almost storybook charm. Evening light reminds us that gardens are not just for the day, they are sanctuaries of beauty long into the night. A thriving cottage garden is never just for people, it's also a haven for wildlife. Bees hum softly among the blossoms, butterflies drift from flower to flower, and birds find shelter in hedges and trees. Their presence adds movement, sound, and a sense of life that makes the garden feel truly whole. Each element invites nature in: lavender and thyme for bees, flat blooms for butterflies, and seed-rich shrubs for birds. Seniors especially find joy in watching these gentle visitors, their daily patterns bringing comfort and a deeper sense of connection. Every flutter and hum reminds us that gardens are shared spaces of balance. In the quiet of evening, birdsong gives way to the low hum of crickets, and the garden transitions seamlessly into a different rhythm. Wildlife keeps the space alive around the clock, making it not just a decorative retreat, but an ecosystem where every creature has a role to play. As our cottage garden tour comes to a close, I hope you felt the calm and timeless charm woven through each path, bloom, and nook. Gardens are not just places of beauty, but sanctuaries of peace. Spaces where simple details like gravel crunches, lantern glows, and heirloom petals create lasting joy. Remember, you don't need a large space to capture this magic. Even a balcony with terracotta pots, a corner with climbing vines, or a small fountain can bring the same serenity. The secret lies in thoughtful touches that feel natural, personal, and full of character. If you've enjoyed this journey through my cottage garden, I invite you to subscribe, like, and comment below with your favorite detail or memory. Your support helps grow our Garden Blooms community, where we inspire each other to create thriving, personalized oases of our own.